The Legacy Award is given to an individual who has persevered in the faith, has established a particular ministry at Bronx Bethany, and/or has faithfully carried the mantle of ministry in new and fresh expressions. It is given to someone who not only has a familial history, but someone who accepted their own call and commitment to the Bronx Bethany community. This year's Legacy Award honoree is none other than Sharon Francis. I'm going to ask Sharon Francis to come. You can come on, hold your wife. Come hold her. Yeah, come hold her. Denton and Irma Stewart are charter members of Bronx Bethany Church of the Nazarene and were instrumental and foundational pieces of ministry here at Bronx Bethany. Brother Denton and Sister Irma served in various capacities, including teaching Sunday school, active involvement in the NMI, that's our Nazarene Missions International, part of the women's ministry. In fact, was she president of the women's ministry at one time? Yes. And Sharon is not an only child. She has Annette, who has gone on to be with the Lord. There's David, and then Orville and Matthew. But Sister Sharon Francis has a long-standing ministry at Bronx Bethany. From a child, she has watched ministry develop and has herself been a vital part of each transition. She has been a member of the singing group Turning Point alongside Deborah Staff and Audrey Plummer. She has been a choir member. She's been a praise and worship leader and still is and continues to serve as a soloist. In the early 2000s, Sharon noted that some young women desired to have a dance ministry. And Sharon, who despite any formal dance training, was asked by our pastor emeritus, Reverend Dr. Samuel Vassell, who is here with us today, to begin a dance ministry at Bronx Bethany. Not knowing where to begin, she accepted and facilitated a space for many young girls and women to worship through dance, which continues to this day. Additionally, throughout the entirety of the COVID-19 pandemic, when the church faced many restrictions to gathering, Sharon made herself available to minister in song at any and every funeral so that the families would be able to experience beautiful worship at the most difficult times in their lives. Although faced with the reality of possibly negatively impacting her own husband, who at the time would be considered part of the vulnerable population, Sharon ensured that the melody of God that so captured her heart echoed throughout each gathering. Please help me recognize and celebrate my sister, Sharon Francis.
Who knew that I would be here for 60 years when I walked up those stairs in Mansion Hall. When we were in, I think it was Manhattan. I was really young, so I didn't know. I don't remember, but I do remember being in another church. But this was a white church on the corner, and I remember that. And I just remember the faithfulness of all the people who came here. And my parents being one of the founding members, and how they sacrificed so much, even taking money out of their pension to extend the church. And just to be here to witness the growth. I love dance ministry. I never knew that I was going to be the dance leader, because I wasn't, quote, a dancer. I was known to sing. But God laid that on my heart, and even when it was just 3 people showing up for rehearsal, we still did it. And to watch Divine Inspiration split to Junior Inspiration, led by Jody, I don't remember, Sister Andrea's daughter, Jody. She came, and we were doing Spanish ministry, right? Jody Robinson. We were doing dance ministry with the Spanish ministry. And then Jody's mom said, my daughter wants to dance, and that's how it got started. 4 of them danced, and more came, and now we have someone who's choreographing, who was like 8 years old, now grew up and helps choreograph. And just to hear the stories that the parents say about dance, like Sister, the name is slipping me, Dion and Zoe going into college and starting a praise dance ministry. This is what I'm talking about. We're building legacy through just something simple, movement, and how it shapes young women to be leaders like Jody and Lonnie and so many others, Imani. So I just want to thank you so much for thinking of me, for allowing me to be a part of the legacy, and for thinking to award me. And God bless us. Let's do another 60 years, okay?